Hello children, good morning all of you. Okay, so today we will start the dissociation or ionization constant of weak acid and weak base. Have you heard about that acid and base? Yes. In the previous we had a study regarding all the things regarding a strong acid and a strong base. So today we are going to study the dissociation or ionization of weak acid and weak base. Is it okay? Shall we proceed now? Okay, let's come. Let's start, right? Okay. Just give the heading here. Dissociation or ionization. Dissociation or ionization constant of weak base and weak acid. Weak base and weak acid. Weak base and weak acid, right? This is the constant for ionization constant for the weak base and weak acid. Is it okay? Can you tell me anyone? Yes to this. Can you tell me what is the example of the weak acid or weak base? Yes, okay, fine. So weak acid, that is the hydrocyanic acid in aqueous solution, and the next, can you tell me? Yes, that is the acetic acid will act as a what? This act as a weak acid. What about the weak base? Weak base, you know that the ammonia in the aqueous solution, it forms the ammonium hydroxide. It is a weak base. Obviously, it will act as a weak base. Apart from that, yes, children, can you tell me anyone apart from that ammonium hydroxide? Yes. Okay, fine. So organic compound derivatives of that is the derivatives of ammonia. Someone is telling that derivative of ammonia, that means obvious some organic compound, right? Some organic compound of amines, right? Some organic compound of amines, like as we can write here, that is the methenamines. Is it okay, children? Yes, methenamine. You can write here secondary amine also, diethyl amine. You can write here that is the triethyl amine. This is the tertiary amine. Apart from that, anyone can you tell me here from the derivative of ammonia, apart from the derivative of the ammonia, anyone? Yes, pyridine. Very good. Wow. If pyridine and nicotine, very good. That is the nicotine. Even that is the codeine. Codeine acts as a what? That is the weak base. So many organic compounds, that is the derivative of the ammonia, replaced by hydrogen, one or two hydrogen from the ammonia, from the nitrogen it formed the derivative of like the amines, primary, secondary, tertiary amine, and even the pyridine, obviously even the pyridine, nicotine, codeines, and these all are the weak bases. So what happens? Why it is telling that the weak acid and weak base? Yes, obvious, this will be the partially ionized in the aqueous solution. What is the meaning of the partially ionized? If you will see the weak acid and weak base, so weak meaning what? This will be the partially ionized in aqueous solution. The obvious partially ionized in the aqueous solution, that means degree of dissociation. If we will talk degree of dissociation or ionization, degree of dissociation or ionization alpha, so alpha must be less than 1. That means alpha less than 100%. The obvious, they will not dissociate 100% in the aqueous solution. Yes, are you waiting? Okay, fine. Let's come here. Degree of ionization must be less than 1. Obviously, they will not dissociate 100% in the aqueous solution. What happened? I am taking here the weak acid. Okay, weak acid represented, suppose represented as acid as Ha, and weak base represented at what? That is the BOH. So what will happen? If it will dissolve in the water, if it dissolve in the water, what will happen, beta? Can you tell me? Yes, it will not ionize 100%. What it will form? What? Obviously, it will form the hydronium ion and it will form the anion part of the acid. So what will happen? In the weak base, obviously will dissolve in the water. It form the what? That is the B plus ion and it will form the hydroxide ion. Is it okay? Yes. Is it okay for everyone? So what happened here? Obviously weak acid and weak base doesn't dissociate 100% in the aqueous solution. Partially ionized. So what happened? If it is the partially ionized, so what will happen? Obvious, there is a equilibrium set up between the ionized ion. This is the ionized ion and this is the what? Obvious, this is the unionized molecule. This is the unionized molecule. So there is a equilibrium set up between the ionized ions and the unionized molecule. Now obviously will follow the equilibrium expression. So for the acid, just see here. For the acid, that is the equilibrium constant for ionization of the acid. This is the called Ka, and for the weak base, ionization constant for ionization of weak base. This is the called Kb. So what is the Ka and what is the Kb? K and Kb, it represents the strength of acid and base respectively. What I tell you? What did I say? This Ka value represents the strength of acid and it will represent the strength of what, beta? A strength of base. Ki higher the Ka value have the strong acid, the strength of acid is the more. If the Kb value is the more, so you can compare which one is the big acid, which one is the strong acid. With the help of Kb value, you can find out which one base have the more strength. So this is the representation of the strength of the acid and this is the obvious strength of the base. So for the weak acid, we will use here equilibrium expression, that is the equilibrium constant for ionization of the weak acid, that is the called Ka, and equilibrium constant for ionization of the weak base. Yes, we will use here the Kb term. Is it okay? Is it clear for everyone? Ka and Kb? Yes. If the higher the value of Ka, that means the higher strength of the more strength of the acid. If the Kb value is higher, so obvious that the base is the stronger. Is it okay? Yes. Fine. Now, so you got that what is the weak acid and what is the weak base. Now we derive the dissociation constant of the weak base and weak acid. So I am going to take derivation for the weak base and weak acid. Is it okay for everyone? Yes. Now we will start the dissociation of weak base. Why we have taken the weak base, beta? Obvious. If you will calculate the pOH, so you can find out the pH 14 minus what? That is the pOH value. So we will find out first of all the dissociation for the dissociation or ionization constant for the weak base. Is it okay for everyone? Yes. If will be equilibrium set up, then equilibrium law of equilibrium will be applicable for that. Is it okay? So now take the derivation for the dissociation or ionization constant for weak base. Why I have taken the weak base here? Obviously you know that one. Okay, that the pKw is equal to pH plus what? pOH. So you can find out pH is equal to pKw minus pOH. Is it okay? So this is the weak base. So weak base what will give? Obviously it will give the what? Hydroxide ion concentration. Okay, fine. So let's start. Suppose you have dissolved the ammonia, है ना? You have dissolved the ammonia in water. So what it form? Obviously it will form the hydroxide ion. Is it okay? It will form the ammonium hydroxide, that is the dissolved in water. Dissolved in water. So what will happen? It will form the aqueous ammonium ion plus it will form the aqueous, that the hydroxide ion. Is it okay? How it is formed, beta? Yes. Kaushik, can you tell me how it formed? What I said you कि ammonia dissolved in water and it formed the ammonium hydroxide. That means what? Here is the ammonia and here is the water liquid. So obviously what it formed? It formed the ammonium hydroxide. So how it will dissociate? Obviously this is the weak base, so it will not dissociate 100%. So there is equilibrium set up between the ionized ion and the unionized molecule. Now we will apply here the law of equilibrium here, all equilibrium concept. So at initial, है ना? Initial means what? कि at the t is equal to 0 we will start, reaction has been not started. Is it okay? Okay, fine. So what will be the concentration? Suppose this is the concentration C. So before starting of the reaction, this is the concentration 0 and this will be the 0. Is it okay for everyone? Yes? Okay. So what will happen? The obvious change in concentration, that is the change in concentration at t time t not equal to 0. Obvious some concentration will be what? Decreases, that the minus C alpha. So this disappear. So obviously it will appear the C alpha and it will appear the C alpha. Is it okay for everyone? Yes? Okay, fine. So what will happen next? At equilibrium, how much it will get? C minus C alpha. It get the what? C alpha and it get the C alpha. So from here you can write it is the C1 minus alpha. So you have find out, and you got what? You got the concentration of the equilibrium mixture. You got concentration of equilibrium mixture of each species. So we can write here what is the concentration of NH4OH. Obviously you got C1 minus alpha. C1 minus alpha. What is the concentration of the ammonium ion? You got the C alpha. What is the concentration of hydroxide ion? This is the C alpha. Is it okay for everyone? So can you write the equilibrium expression for this equation, for this reaction? Yes, we can write that the equilibrium constant for ionization of the base. That's why I am writing here that the Kb. This is the equilibrium constant. So its value only depends upon the temperature only. This is the type of equilibrium in terms of ionization of the big base. So this is the Kb. So we can write here concentration of ammonium ion, concentration of hydroxide upon concentration of what? That is the NH4OH. Is it okay for everyone? Yes? Okay, fine. So Kb is equal to what we can write? Kb is equal to, we can write here, just I am writing here, Kb is equal to, you can write, so Kb is equal to C alpha into C alpha upon C 1 minus what? Alpha. Is it okay? Yes? Kaushik? Okay, fine. So C square alpha square C 1 minus what? Alpha. What happened? So C cancelled, so you got the C alpha square 1 minus what? Alpha. Is it okay? So okay, I am writing down. Okay, I am writing same thing in the down, that the Kb is equal to C alpha square 1 minus alpha. Just see here, that is the alpha is less than much less than 1. So what will happen? This is the weak base. Obviously dissociate very less. So degree of dissociation is much less than 1. So what will happen? We can consider 1 minus alpha approximate what? 1. So what did you got that here? Kb is equal to C alpha square. So alpha square is equal to, that is the Kb upon C. So alpha is equal to root under K upon C. Just see here that the K is the constant. K is the equilibrium constant for the ionization of, Kb, ionization of phase. So alpha will be directly inversely proportional to the root under C, and this is the Ostwald dilution law. This is the Ostwald dilution law. If you increase the concentration of the weak acid or weak base, obvious degree of ionization will be decreasing. What does it mean? Just see here, we can write one form also. You know that C is equal to, concentration is equal to what? Number of mole per unit volume. So what will be the alpha? Alpha will be obvious directly proportional to the root under V. This is the also Ostwald dilution law. Is it okay? Ostwald dilution law. What does it mean? Yes, Arya, can you tell me what does it mean? If you increase the volume, that means if you will increase the dilution, so obvious degree of ionization or degree of dissociation of the weak acid and weak base increases. This is the called Ostwald dilution law. So for the weak electrolyte, okay, for the weak electrolyte, if you increase the dilution, so degree of ionization or degree of dissociation will be increases. Is it okay? Will be increased. Yes, it will increase if increase the dilution of the weak electrolyte, that is the weak acid, weak base, and the salt which formed from the weak acid and weak base. Is it okay for everyone? Yes. Okay, fine. Let's we got this expression. We got this expression that the alpha is equal to root under K by C. Thus keep the equation 1. Is it okay? Now we will got the pH for the weak acid. What will be the pH for the weak acid? How we calculate? So obvious for the weak base, weak base. So obvious base give the hydroxide ion. Is it okay? Base give the hydroxide ion. So hydroxide ion concentration, this is the C alpha. Is it okay? Can you put up the value of the equation 1 here? So this will be the C into K root under Kb upon C. So this will, that the root under Kb into what? That the C. You what? कि hydroxide ion concentration is equal to root under Kb into C. Even you can write this one कि hydroxide ion, that is the Kb into C power 1 upon 2. Is it okay for everyone? Yes. Very good. Very good. Okay, fine. Please note it down. I am going to calculate the pH of the weak base. pH of the weak base. If you have taken the weak base, so obviously you have to find the concentration of the hydroxide ion. Is it okay? Very good, beta. Yes. So what will happen here? Taking minus log both sides. Taking minus log both sides, so what will happen? Minus log hydroxide ion concentration is equal to minus, just see here. Okay, minus log Kb into C power 1 upon 2. You know that one, right? Yes, log m to the power n log what? This is the m. Do you know that one? Yes, children? Very good. Wow. It is obvious. What is that? The minus log hydroxide ion is equal to what you will write here. Just see. That is the minus half. Obviously, I am taking here log Kb plus log C. Is it okay for everyone? Yes, you know that. If A into B, so you can write the what? Log A plus what? Obviously, you can write the log A plus B. Is it okay? So what will happen? कि minus log hydroxide ion is equal to what? Obvious 1 upon 2 minus log Kb minus log C. And you know that minus log is the small p, right? So we can write here, what we can write here? So POH is equal to 1 upon 2, that is the pKb minus log what? C. Can you see that one? We got the POH is equal to half and a square bracket pKb minus log C. So this is the not PS, right? In initial I had told you why I have calculated the for the weak base. Always for the PS you need to calculate the POH. So you need to calculate the POH here. So what did you got? POH is equal to, obvious here POH is equal to half, that the pKb minus log C. Okay, we required the pH value. So obviously you know that the pKw is equal to pH plus what? POH. You know that pK value? Yes, you know that pK value, that the 14, right? So pH plus POH. So pH will be obvious 14 minus POH. You got POH how much? Can you tell me? Obvious POH you got half pKb minus what? Log C. If you want to break the square bracket, you can break minus pKb plus what? Half log C. This will be the pH of the what? This is the pH of weak base. This is the pH of weak base. Yes, isn't it easy? It is so easy. Obviously, if you know the chemical equilibrium, everything chemical equilibrium expression, so you can derive very easily. No need to mug up these all things. This is the concept. If you know the concept, obviously you can find out very easily the pH of for the weak base. Yes. If it is the strong base, so no need to do that thing. The obvious alpha is the 100%. They will completely dissociate. So no required to derivation for the strong base. This is the derivation for the pH of the weak base. Is it okay? Have you got everyone? Yes. Okay, fine. So let's start. So if you want to derive the ionization constant for the acid, so you can find out the obvious pH for the weak acid. pH for the, I am telling that the pH for weak acid. So obviously you will get pH is equal to, you can calculate pH is equal to what? That is the half pKa minus what? That is the log C. So this is the pH of what? This is the pH of the weak acid. Okay, this is the pH of the weak acid. This is the pH of the weak base. Is it okay? Can you calculate it? Yes. In the next class, we will derive relation between the Ka and Kb. Relation between Ka and what? That is the Ka and Kb. So children, what is the Ka? What is the Kb? Did you got that? This is the equilibrium constant for the ionization of acid. This is the equilibrium constant for ionization of what? For the ionization of, yes, the ionization of the weak base, that is the called, yes, dissociation constant of base, and this is the dissociation constant of the acid. So I hope you all got very nicely. Is it okay? Okay, fine. So in the next class we will discuss the relationship between the Ka and Kb. So please be prepared for that, and whatever I have discussed here, okay, so please go through your material and solve your question based on that. In the next class we will give some question on the, that is the Ka and Kb. है ना, pH of the weak acid and weak base. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for your patience. Okay, thank you so much. See you in the next class.